So why don't you tell me about yourself?
Um, I've been in the health and therapy industry for about 4 years now, and my most recent job was working as a physical therapy aide at the clinic in Chelan.
Okay. And when did you know you wanted to work in a health and therapy clinic?
So that kind of ties down to like a personal story. So when I knew I wanted to work as a physical therapist as soon as I got an injury in soccer, and because they told me that I wasn't going to be out on the field for about a year to a year and a half, and I had they diagnosed me with an herniated disc, and so that was like an impingement in the nerves, so that like took me out off the field, and I was going to rehab at the physical therapy clinic there in Chelan, and I made a personal connection with the physical therapist there. So me and her had a couple interactions, and she helped me out a lot throughout the process, and that's when I realized I really wanna help people out.
Okay. What are some of your greatest strengths?
So some of my greatest strengths, I would say, communication. Just because I've worked in that field, a little bit on that field, and I've seen kind of how that you have to communicate with everyone there. And I've also worked as a receptionist, kind of at a gym. So me having to pick up phone calls every day, that helped me communicate with my work environment. And my other strength that I would say is for sure teamwork. And I say teamwork because in a physical therapy environment is one of the biggest strengths you possibly need.
Okay. And what are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses is I say yes to a lot of things, and I tend to try to do a lot at once, and I should probably limit myself to which things I should do first and which things I should do last.
Okay. And why do you want to work here?
I want to work here because it kind of ties down to my soccer story I explained. I really want to help people, and I think that opened my eyes a lot, and I really want to. It kind of ties down. I've worked with physical therapists because obviously in soccer you need therapies and all that, and I feel like that's somewhere I want to go, and I can relate to.
Okay. And then where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself being a physical therapist at a clinic and having and be stabilized there. So I build my clientele and my personal connections with people.
Okay. Could you describe a difficult problem you faced and how you responded?
A difficult problem I faced is probably me being not financial stable, and when I was away from home, and so that kind of like was guiding me to work instead of school, and I overcame that by just managing to work and go to school at the same time.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
I do. So what's your guys' work environment like, besides being out in the field or with teams, or just the work environment in the clinic?
Okay. Any other questions?
No, I think that was it.
Okay.